Yeah, that's right. Excited, enthusiasm. I'm so fired up. Bring it on. Man, it's called sports, and they say it's coming soon. And I believe I've been out here for 22 days now, waiting for something good to happen, and gives somebody a lot of time to think and reflect on their life. And I remember back in high school, man, I was so good at sports. And my coach used to call me Thunder. He said, when Noah came on the field, there was a flash of light, and then boom, there was thunder. And that was me, and I was so fired up. But I'm here to talk to you today. Well, Thunder's here to talk to you today about what it takes to be a good fan. So rule number one is you got to follow them everywhere, like everywhere. Like a good example of that would be my mom. Man, my mom was the best fan. You know, she would always come early to practice, early to all the games. She was just amazing. But you gotta follow them everywhere. So that's rule number one. Rule number two to being a good fan is you got to identify with them. You gotta look the part. Do you identify with your team? Can someone look at you and say, that guy is a fan? Like this. Thunder says you gotta identify with your team. And number three, real important rule is always stay focused on the positive. To be a good fan, what I found is that you don't overlook the bad games and bad seasons. You just don't talk about them. You know, you got to stay positive. My mom, she used to, one year she made a jersey with my name and number on it. She would walk around the grocery stores. And you know what? She was bragging about our team, even though we were having a horrible season. She was just so fired up about being a part of our team, which is so cool. So my mom was a Christian, and she used to always say, you know what, I love you, Noah, but hey, how you doing? But I love you, but Jesus is your number one fan. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, well, Jesus follows you everywhere. It's not just sports. He's everywhere with you, and it's not just to see what you do. He just likes being with you, and he's definitely your number one fan. He follows you everywhere. Number two, let's see, he identifies with you. Like, he made me in his image. He made you in his image, not just that you would identify with him, but that he would identify with you, so that the enemy wouldn't have any doubt in their mind whose team you were on, which is so cool. I didn't think about that before. And she said number three is, number three is, well, number one is follow him all around. Number two is to identify. And three is you just got to stay focused on the positive. Jesus never leaves you. No matter if you're having a bad day or even a bad season. He usually, what I found is if you listen closely, he's actually stepping up his cheering. He'll say, Noah, get up. Emma, you got this. Autumn, way to go. Emmanuel, come on, let's do it. And it's actually more positive coming out when you're at your lowest. And I found that if I would just turn the ball over to him and follow his way and his word, that he will take it to the end zone every single time. Just so amazing that he cares for us. He is our number one fan for sure. And I know you guys know that, but a lot of times I get focused on doing the more positive and less negative, and all Jesus really cares about is spending time with you. And if you'll do that, then everything else will take care of itself. You know, did you guys see that article today about the Olympic athletes? They're trying to figure out different ways to train, even though all the gyms are closed, right? And so one of them was a downhill skier, I think it was. I forget what country they were, but they made blocks of ice. Now, if you're watching this video, don't do this at home. I am a professional block ice skater, so don't do this at home. But they tied blocks of ice to their feet to practice downhill skiing. Like, they go find a steep hill and they go down. So we're gonna try it today, because I'm not just a fan, I'm a player. I gotta get out there on the field and do something until sports comes back. So we're gonna try this today. Blocks of ice tied to my feet. We're gonna go to a hill. Remember, Thunder says Jesus is your number one fan. We'll see you on the slopes.